Mr. Mehta and Dr. Rajiv Chitgupi. I
Good
have
afternoon,
pleasure
sir.
in welcoming both Mr. Rohit Mehta, Managing Director of IPCA Health Products, and Dr. Rajiv Chitgupi, Research and Marketing Head, for a discussion on use of chlorhexidine mouthwash for preventing COVID spread. Friends, first let me give a brief introduction about Arogyala Foundation. Then I will introduce the speakers, and then we will start our chat. Uh, Arogya Lab is a Section 8 company formed in March 2020, and we are related to training, research, and testing activities for preventive health of various communities. Our aim is to help the entire community for preventing health, and our vision is to ensure healthy lives and promote well-being for all at all the ages. We do not believe that health is merely absence of disease, but we really work on uh, proactive efforts for the health. Now we have two speakers on the ICPA. ICPA is initiated by Mr. Rohit Mehta way back in 1972. He is the student of Government College of Pharmacy, Karad, second batch, where he has completed in 1970. And in 1972, just after a gap of 2 years, he started ICPA Health Products. Starting with a dental area was relatively innovation at that time. And since he ventured it, it is around 48 years that the company is working. Another 2 years, you'll be celebrating 50 years of the company. So having identified dental products as a niche in 1972, Mr. Mehta has gone back now with export to around 42 four countries and the turnover of 100 crores. He has 500 people working in ICPA Health. They have production unit at Ankleshwar, Gujarat, and they have a head office in Mumbai. The production unit at Ankleshwar, Gujarat is recognized by WHO GMP ISO 9001 2008, and ICPA's product portfolio today contains medical specialties like derma, Ayurvedic, hospital products, and OTC in addition to dental products. His colleague, Dr. Raju Chitgupi, is research and marketing advisor. He has done his MDS in periodontics, and he is a executive editor of Dental Tribune of South Asia. Now, with the introduction of both the companies, let me start with the interview. My first question is to Mr. Rohit Mehta. Way back you started in 1972. Now, my first question to you is, how do you look at the growth of ICPA in last 48 years, Mr. Mehta?
Yeah, I mean, the growth has been reasonably good, I would put it, keeping in the mind that the stomatological or the dental field is a very niche market and is not as big as the pharma. It contributes only about 5%, 0.5% of the total pharma market. In the way back in 1972, there were only about one or two companies stomatological products.
Hello.
Now, if you look at it, the growth has been reasonably well, and we hope to continue with our new research products, which we are planning to come out with from year by year.
You have been marketing chlorhexidine for a long time, and these are the
Yeah.
COVID days. In these time, you have found that chlorhexidine very well works with the SARS-CoV product, especially in as a mouthwash. Can I give you some background about this product?
See, this chlorhexidine mouthwash we launched in the way back in 1980. At that time, the international market it was been available at a 0.2% chlorhexidine mouthwash, but with alcohol base and with alcohol based preparation, but where alcohol based preparation was not been much appreciated in our country. That's why the ICPA would think about the aqueous-based preparation. And keeping that in the from the 1980, where the mouthwash concept was very difficult to establish, we could really work on it to establish the concept of the mouthwash into the market.
Now, my next
At that
question.
time,
Yeah. Please continue.
No, I mean, I have completed. Chlorhexidine was known to be as a like any other antiseptic, but it had one more additional component right from the beginning, that antiseptic anti-plaque mouthwash.
My next question to the panel is, what is your new claim about the effects of chlorhexidine?
Rajiv, you can.
Yes, sir. Chlorhexidine has been in the market for very long, for many decades, and it is known as the gold standard because it is known to remain in the mouth for a very long period of time, and it is known to act on all 4 stages of plaque formation. So it has got the best anti-plaque effects. So for that reason, it was already there as the gold standard, but the renewed interest in chlorhexidine is because of its antiviral effects, where many experiments have shown that it can act on the coronaviruses, including the novel coronavirus that is responsible for COVID-19. So looking at the latest experiments, our new claim is that if you can use it, we can prevent the spread of COVID-19 because it has shown to, chlorhexidine has shown to reduce the viral load in saliva.
What is known about the presence of coronavirus in saliva?
Many experiments have shown that you can detect, you can quantify coronavirus from whole saliva, deep saliva, sputum, oropharyngeal swab, multiple samples. And recently many experiments have shown that saliva gives you the same accuracy of viral quantification when you compare it with nasopharyngeal swabs. That's why a lot of saliva based tests are coming, which are going to be a lot more convenient for the patients as well as the people who take swabs. For us, what is more important is, because saliva is known as a potential source of viral spread, if we can reduce the viral load in the saliva using chlorhexidine, it can help a lot in preventing the transmission inside hospital settings as well as in the community settings. So presence of virus in saliva is very well known, very well documented. In fact, we'll have more and more saliva based tests in the coming future.
I think even US FDA has given acceptance to use saliva as a source for detecting SARS-CoV.
Yes. Earlier, swab was the gold standard, and saliva, the only problem saliva had was its sensitivity was less. But with time, the sensitivity has improved so much that if you can look at the experiments that have got published in the month of October, the amount detected in saliva as well as in nasopharyngeal swab have been almost similar. So you can trust saliva based tests as much as you can trust nasopharyngeal swabs.
How does chlorhexidine interact with coronavirus?
Now, SARS-CoV-2 has something called has a fatty layer known as the lipid envelope, and into this lipid envelope, all the spike glycoproteins are inserted, and these spike proteins are responsible for the spread or the infectivity of the virus. Now, chlorhexidine acts on the lipid envelope, and once you destroy the lipid envelope, the virus is as good as inactivated and it cannot infect others. This is how we know that chlorhexidine has antiviral action, and this is not new. Since 1990s, we know that chlorhexidine has been successful in inactivating other coronaviruses, other lipid enveloped viruses. So because novel coronavirus is also similar to those viruses, people assumed that chlorhexidine will also act on novel coronavirus. And when they conducted experiments, it in fact showed that it inactivated the novel coronavirus.
How does chlorhexidine mouthwash is useful for corona pandemic? We are facing corona pandemic now. So what is the use of this product for this one?
Okay. Now, Corona pandemic is there. We have got two objectives. One, either we can cure a patient. Second, we can prevent the transmission, prevent the spread. So where are we using chlorhexidine? We are not using chlorhexidine to cure a patient, but to reduce the transmission, or in some cases prevent the transmission or reduce the spread. I would like to enumerate 3 lines of evidence. Like I said before, since 1990s, we know that chlorhexidine has the capacity of destroying the lipid envelope of viruses. And novel coronavirus is a lipid enveloped virus. In the year 2020, in the month of April, we had a publication from Hong Kong University, which got published in Lancet, which showed that chlorhexidine in concentration as low as 0.05% can inactivate this virus. And in the month of May, we had a publication in Korean medical journal where they found that if you use chlorhexidine, a single rinse of chlorhexidine done for 30 seconds could reduce the viral load in saliva for 2 hours. So we have got evidence for in vitro as well as chlorhexidine successfully acting against the virus inside the mouth in the patients. So if we use both of them, we have the evidence that we can give chlorhexidine mouthwash to symptomatic and asymptomatic infected people. And if they rinse, they will spread the virus less, because we know that this virus spreads by aerosols as well as droplets. So one rinse, it reduces the viral load for 2 hours. And during those 2 hours, you can, even if you come in contact with a person, the chances of getting infected are less. So we can make use of this in hospitals. For example, dentists, they have a dental clinic. Patient is coming, you don't know who is symptomatic, you don't know who is infected, who is not. So because many people are asymptomatic, and even asymptomatic people can spread. So what you can do is you can just give this mouthwash at the doorstep only. And once these people enter the clinic, whatever chances are there for the droplets to come out while talking, coughing, those droplets will not have enough viral load to infect others. This is how we want to make use of this mouthwash. And the best part of chlorhexidine is this is the only mouthwash that has got the property of substantivity, because novel coronavirus is something that keeps on coming into saliva from salivary glands and also from respiratory system. So you need a mouthwash that not only kills the virus by one-time action, but it should go on killing the new virus that is entering the mouth. So we need a mouthwash that acts even after rinsing, even after spitting out, it should remain in the mouth and it should go on killing the viruses. This property of substantivity is seen only with chlorhexidine and not with any other mouthwashes. That's why we should make use of chlorhexidine in reducing the viral spread.
That is quite interesting. May I know what is the safety of chlorhexidine mouthwash? People are
there are two minor concerns. Yeah, there are two minor concerns with chlorhexidine, and both of them are associated with long-term use of chlorhexidine. One is stain accumulation on teeth because of continuous use, and stains occur not because of chlorhexidine, but because chlorhexidine that remains on the tooth surfaces interacts with the tea and coffee and other beverages that a person takes. And these stains are the guarantee that chlorhexidine remains on the tooth surfaces. If there is a mouthwash that claims that it doesn't produce stains, there is every possibility that it has no attachment mechanisms at all. That's why chlorhexidine stains confirmation of its therapeutic effect by remaining attached to the tooth surface. So this is one side effect which is very well can be prevented. You do the mouthwash and for next 2-3 hours you don't take tea and coffee, you will not have stains. It's called as Maillard reaction. You can prevent Maillard reaction by avoiding tea and coffee for the next 2-3 hours. And second side effect is alteration in taste. And both of them are seen only if you use it for long term. For example, stains will come if you use it only for more than 4 weeks. So looking at the risk and benefit, looking at the kind of benefit we are getting by reducing the viral transmission, reducing the viral spread and transmission, that benefit is too huge looking at the minor side effects like stains and minor taste alterations. They will come back in no time.
My next
In,
question is, what care has to be taken while using chlorhexidine mouthwash?
Yes, this is a very relevant question. Chlorhexidine acts very well if you use it in the recommended way. And for everybody who is watching this, I want to give one very, very simple formula. You will never forget it once you listen to this. This formula is called as 10, 20, 30. What is 10, 20, 30? You take 10 ml of undiluted 0.2%. 0.2 is 0.20. So take 10 ml of undiluted 0.20% chlorhexidine gluconate and rinse for at least 30 seconds. And this single rinse will give you a guarantee that the viral load inside the mouth will be reduced for 2 hours. During those 2 hours, you can go out, meet people and come back. The risk of spreading the infection to others will be minimum during that time. So this is one protocol you have to follow, and try to use it as much as use it undiluted as much as possible. I know that there will be some people who may find it irritating. That time they may add some amount of water. So I suggest you can add minimum amount of water in it for the best effects.
Under which trade name chlorhexidine mouthwash is available?
It is available in the trade name of Hexidine.
You have
Easily
been
available in the
You have been marketing Hexidine earlier also, but you are now marketing with the claim of anti-corona effect. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Earlier we had antibacterial, anti-plaque effect. Anti-plaque is all 4 stages of plaque. Now the added claim is antiviral as well, because 2020 has given us enough lines of evidence in peer-reviewed journals that it has got very good antiviral actions.
Is it available readily on all Indian market?
Yes, sir. Very, very easily available.
May I know the pack size and the price of the product?
Hexidine mouthwash is available in 3 packs. One is 80 ml, second is 160 ml, and the third one is 500 ml. The 80 ml pack is available for 54 rupees. 160 ml is available for around 100 rupees, and 500 ml pack is available for around 250 rupees. So you can remember 50, 100 and 250. 80 ml for 50 rupees, 160 ml for 100 rupees, and 500 ml for 250 rupees. Easy way to remember.
Are there any competitive products in Indian market with the same content with another trade name?
Yeah, there are many other brand names, because chlorhexidine is a molecule which has been here for many years, and so many experiments have been done. There are so many publications, and it is taught in BDS level also. It's a part of textbook curriculum, BDS curriculum. So there are many other brands. There is Rexidine, there is Clohex, there are many other brands. But
yeah,
yes, sir.
Please continue. Please continue.
So, chlorhexidine, the chlorhexidine in Hexidine is not combined with any other molecule. It is very important that we retain chlorhexidine in its purest form, because chlorhexidine has got 2 positive ions. You have to maintain those 2 positive ions. You should not allow it to react with any other molecule. That's why we always say that even if you brush your teeth, you should always use chlorhexidine after brushing, and don't use chlorhexidine mouthwash soon after brushing. Give a gap of half an hour or 1 hour, because you don't want to retain those free positive charges.
This
So that's
care
why
has to
the
be
chlorhexidine molecule. Sure. Yes, sir.
I will come back to you after asking one more question to Mr. Rohit Mehta. Now that we are talking of ICPA products, can you mention about some other brand leaders of ICPA besides chlorhexidine? Just brief them and tell about their uses.
Yeah, the ICPA markets a product called RA Thermosil. It is for sensitivity of the teeth. Then also on the chlorhexidine based preparation called Hexigel. It is in 1% chlorhexidine form. It has been used for the dry sockets and for the mouth ulcers. Then on the denture sides, we have the product called Fixon, which is also very popular product all over the country for fixing of the dentures for the new wearer or the old dentures. We have a product also called the Cleansodent for the cleaning of the denture, and the various other products which we have for the mechanical plaque control. We have the Thermosil toothbrush and also Proxar toothbrush, which cleans for the interdental teeth, which is also now today is the concept of cleaning the not only the teeth from the external surface also, but in between the teeth, where ICPA has a very leading role and a good market share in terms of the interdental cleansing devices. We call it as a mechanical plaque control devices. And on the herbal side, we have a product called Pylon tablet for the piles. On the derma side, we have the popular product called Moisin liquid for the as an emollient, specifically for the dry skins. And we have also the product called Equaril for the as an analgesic tablet. These are the range of the products which we have.
What is the total field force right now?
We have about 330 people on the field.
My next question is to Dr. Rajiv. What is your advice about chlorhexidine mouthwash in the corona pandemic?
I told a little bit about this in the beginning. So now I want to explain it in two ways. One is how we can use it in hospital settings. Second is how we can use it in community settings. Coming to hospital settings, the OP, the people who have got outpatient departments like dentists, ENT specialists, eye specialists, they can use chlorhexidine mouthwash at the doorstep only. As soon as the patient enters the clinic, they should give chlorhexidine mouthwash in the rule of 10, 20, 30. So they have a time duration of 2 hours during which they can safely do their procedures. This is one part. For community part, anybody who has got symptoms, who has not tested, but he suspects that he has got some disease, he has got home quarantined. If he has some compulsion of going out, he better use chlorhexidine mouthwash and then go out and come back. So even if he spends 1 hour outside and he happens to go into the market and there is a chance of interacting with others, it reduces the community transmission. Also, we can use chlorhexidine mouthwash before the flights, because people are getting into a flight, and if everybody does chlorhexidine rinse before getting into the flight, which is if suppose they are domestic flights of duration of 1 to 2 hours, during those 1 to 2 hours, chances of viral spread will be minimum. So we can make use of chlorhexidine both in domestic settings as well as in clinical settings.
It's a
yeah. So the only advantage which is exclusive to chlorhexidine is chlorhexidine continues to act even after one spits it out. There are many other mouthwashes which may act on the virus, which may kill the virus, but when it comes to their use as a mouthwash, they don't remain in the oral cavity because they don't have the attachment mechanisms. Only chlorhexidine has got attachment mechanisms. It continues to act even after rinsing.
So in addition to curative effect, it has also a preventive effect. That's a good news for the use of chlorhexidine. Am I right? Preventive effect. Can you elaborate on the preventive part to a larger extent?
Yes, mainly it is preventive only, because because it reduces the viral load in the mouth, in the saliva. People will not have the chance of, while talking, the respiratory droplets may come out. While coughing, the respiratory droplets may come out, but the viral load in them will be very less. So we know that the viral load is very, very important in spreading the infection. If we can reduce the viral load itself, we will play a very, very critical role in preventing the community transmission.
Yeah, we have a good discussion on use of chlorhexidine mouthwash. Before we make a formal conclusion, I would like to invite both Mr. Mehta and Dr. Rajiv to say concluding words about the use of mouthwash. Mr. Mehta, please first. What will the advice you can give?
Uh, See, the hexidine has proved its efficacy in terms of the all kind of gum diseases as a antiseptic, anti-plaque mouthwash. After the pandemic area or the COVID area has started, now the hexidine has proved its role as antiviral role. And since today's our Prime Minister has given us a very clear mandate that everybody should take the extra care, not only with a reference to the mask or the safe distance or the social, or the 2 gaj ki duri or the clean hands sanitizing. There is one more word can be added to it is keep the mouth clean with an antiviral mouthwash like hexidine. Very few today we have been talking about the product which have proved its efficacy in the evidence base, and it is not just based on the certain kind of the observation or findings. It is been proved beyond any doubt about its efficacy. So people should feel very comfortable in terms of trying out this product. Keep it at home. Use it as frequently as possible, and without forgetting, whenever they go out, they can use hexidine gargle or the rinser with the hexidine 10 ml solution. Compared to all other mouthwashes, hexidine cost very economically. It's a very friendly to the pocket. So even if the people are buying for their family in 500 ml, it is not going to cost them very, it is going to be very friendly to them in terms of meeting their expenses. So hexidine has a role to be played in day-to-day preventions and be very safe. As I said, keep the safe distance, keep the mouth safe, use hexidine.
Yeah. Dr. Rajiv, can you summarize and tell take-home message of our discussion in terms of use of chlorhexidine mouthwash for limiting COVID?
Yes, yes, sir. Standard precautions, standard advice remains as it is. Maintain social distancing, wear masks, wash your hands as often as possible, and use an eyewear whenever you are outside, because that is also potential route. And add chlorhexidine as an additional layer. So use all of them so you can prevent the spread as much as possible.
So with these concluding words, I thank both the panelists, Mr. Rohit Mehta, Managing Director of ICP Health Products, and Dr. Rajiv Jitguppi for spending their valuable time in telling about the use of chlorhexidine mouthwash for limiting COVID. And I hope in the coming days, your product will be certainly useful to the patients. I'm very thankful to you on behalf of Arogya Foundation for spending time with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.